Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Memescape News, the best source of information on the current happenings of the Memescape. I, as I continue to be, am your host Evan, and I'd like to get started with some current events. Something very interesting happened this week in the Italian Senate. If you haven't heard by now, Rule 34 of Tifa Lockhart, a character from Final Fantasy, I think. Don't quote me on that, I might just be stupid, but I also might just be correct in showing how little I know about it. Someone got into their Zoom meeting, because the Italian Senate has been meeting remotely. Someone managed to get into their Zoom meeting and started playing Rule 34 of Tifa. And, needless to say, people went batshit when they found out about this, understandably. So, yeah, I don't know, there's just been a lot of memes about it. I don't think there's been much of a response from the Italian government. I didn't exactly look, but I feel like that would have been a bigger deal if there was. But I think, mostly this is just a meme that has to do with something very dumb that took place, so it's a perfect fit for current events. It's unclear how much longer people are still going to give a shit about this. It's already, almost gone, and, that makes sense since it's a, current event. But, definitely, enjoy these while you can, I guess, and maybe at the end of the year we'll see this meme in a nice anthology of all the other things that happened this year that ended up becoming memes.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
The other current event that I want to talk about is Twitter NFT profile pics. This week, Twitter announced that people could now use NFTs as their profile pics. If you connected it up with a crypto wallet. And their profile pics, those profile pics, instead of being circles, would be hexagons. Now, understandably, people don't really like NFTs very much, myself included, and we've been enjoying clowning on them by making memes about how, you insta-block, hexagon profile pic, opinion ignored, that kind of shit. And there's been tons of memes about this sort of thing, so, I put things up in the corner as I do, did for the previous and how I always do, so yeah. Let's get into the meme economy. The meme economy, it's about neutral. I don't have too many things to talk about, but I do have two video formats that got pretty popular this week. And I'd like to start it off with Look Pim. This is a green screen that was taken from a scene from the show Smiling Friends. I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really weird, but in a good way. Essentially, it's an Adult Swim show, and I can't remember, it's a YouTube animator who made it, who's the guy behind it. I can't remember who. It might be Oni, but don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. It feels like Oni, Essentially, you're just taking videos of people doing dumb things, and then you're saying, yeah, they're a lost cause. Here are a few.
Pim, can I talk to you for a second? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Oh, come on. That's nonsense, Charlie. We've never given up on the job so far.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Dude, I warned you. I said I was gonna do that if you did that again.
What kind of place is this?
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
I enjoy this meme. I think it's very versatile. I think it's pretty easy to use. All you need to do is find a video and then slap a green screen onto it. So yeah, definitely invest. I would invest in this one. It's funny, and I think that you can get some good responses with it. It is a little past its prime, but I think that, you can still get some value out of it. Another meme I want to talk about is the opening from Martha Speaks. For some reason, that's beyond me, the theme song from Martha Speaks, the children's show, has been going viral the past week or so with people making memes where they alter it in some way. This has been a meme that's existed for a few years just because, any opening to any animated show is inevitably going to have spoofs of it in meme form, but for some reason that I don't really understand, it wasn't really triggered by anything, people have just been interested in it and have made parodies of it, and some of these are really funny. I've been enjoying this. These are three of my favorites.
Mother was an average dog. She went and when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre. Mother was an average dog. She went and hello darkness, my old friend. Mother was an average dog. She went and Mother was an average dog. She went when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
Sussy baka.
Mother was an average dog. She went and when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre. An average dog. She went when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
On the way to Martha's stomach, the letters lost their way. They traveled to her brain, and now
she's got a lot to say. Hear her speak. Martha speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks and Martha was an average dog. She went and when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
on the way to Martha's stomach, the letters lost their way. They traveled to her brain, and now
Martha was an average dog. She went and when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
on the way to Martha's stomach, the letters lost their way. They traveled to her brain, and now
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Martha was an average dog. She went and when she ate some alphabet soup, then what happened was bizarre.
on the way to Martha's stomach, the letters lost their way. They traveled to her brain, and now
She's got a lot to say. Now she speaks.
How now, brown cow?
Martha speaks.
Oh no! Our table is broken!
You gotta look into this one. Like, this is a sleeper investment. These have been getting surprising amounts of views, and they've all been 1 or 2 days ago. You want to have a quick meme that could be easy to make depending on what you do. You know, it could just be a simple bait and switch that you put together. You can rack up a few hundred views, definitely. So keep that in mind. Next up, we have another edition of Memescape Gaming with Matt.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Memescape Gaming. My name is Matt, and I'm going to be talking about a little variety of topics. It's been a while since I've been here, so bear with me. For starters, Microsoft has purchased Activision Blizzard, as well as the mobile company King, which was owned by Activision Blizzard beforehand. So that's why it's commonly referred to as ABK, but I digress. So, Microsoft purchased Activision Blizzard for about $70 million. $70 billion. Nearly $69 billion. $69 billion and change or whatever. So, there you go. There's your funny meme. But, the implications of this purchase is going to be big. Not only for the gaming community, but just for the internet culture in general. Because that is quite a lot of properties that Microsoft has just purchased. And I know Microsoft has been on this, buying spree, buying companies. This is probably going to be one of their last big purchases, because there's only so much they're going to get away with before someone has to intervene, you know? So, while it's nice that Microsoft is going to free the Blizzard Activision users, it's it's definitely worrying that Microsoft is growing to massive proportions like this. But that aside, we're here for the fun stuff. So, most of the memes primarily came down to just making fun of Sony fans and PlayStation, PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now being the subscription service that allows you to play games on their platform. Which is very similar to Xbox Game Pass, which is older and also a lot better in every regard. Xbox Game Pass is literally only $10 a month, and you can play, 80 games or so that are on there, and they change all the time. A lot of modern releases, especially. So, so Microsoft is going to absolutely dominate Sony in the next year, I imagine. But due to how this deal is being handled, and it's the fact that it will not be fully closed until June of next year, please watch out for any developments. Just keep an eye out from time to time about what might be going on. Personally, I think for Activision Blizzard, this is a step in the right direction. But, we'll see how things go. Next, we are going to be quickly talking about the Cuphead show. So, basically, the hit game Cuphead from 2017 is not only getting a show, but also DLC for the game. And both of those things were announced pretty much side by side. And they've both been very, very, very heavily anticipated. So, now that they finally both have release dates, especially the Cuphead show, which I think is coming out within the next month. But, it's great that this is finally becoming a reality. I think the 1930s animation style is a lot of fun. No one really does it, so there's not really much competition there. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Probably going to generate quite a few fun moments that are probably going to be quoted on the internet to come. Because that's how things go, We're still quoting SpongeBob to this day. So any show has that potential to reach that kind of, Next, real quickly, I'm going to be talking about the Discord outage. So, Discord went down for about 40 minutes earlier today. It's not really that big of a deal. I just thought I'd mention it. I thought it was just fun. It was just fun enough to mention. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you had to deal with the Discord outage, I would have to imagine. So, there you go. And last but not least, I know Evan already talked about Tifa beforehand, or if he didn't for whatever reason, but I thought I would just real quickly say that I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, and the anniversary is coming up. So, in regards to everything else, and looking forward to things coming up, Final Fantasy VII's 25th anniversary is literally next week. I think it's actually less than a week away. So, I'm sure there's going to be something great. I'm sure there's going to be something ridiculous. I don't know. Considering that Square Enix is dabbling in NFTs, I'm sure there's going to be something to make fun of them for on the anniversary. So just keep out and look. Just look out for that stuff. Or the fact that 7 Remake just came out on PC as a total disaster. So there's tons of Final Fantasy content flying around. So I would keep your eye out. Not just for Tifa, because things are going on. But yeah, I guess that's really all I'm gonna say for this week. Yeah, so just look out for the Microsoft Blizzard stuff. Make sure to check out the Cuphead show when that launches, because I'm sure it's gonna be great. And the yeah, and then check out for Final Fantasy, because that's in a lot of crazy places right now. We got 7's anniversary, 7 Remake's disastrous launch. Square Enix is doing NFTs, so I'm sure there's going to be something that's bound to blow up sometime next week involving Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this week. So, that being said, I will see you next week, and yeah, bye.
Thank you once again, Matt. I always very much enjoy what you have to say, and I'm always happy to have you on the show. If you want to subscribe to Matt, and I really recommend you do, I have a link to his channel right down in the description, as well as up in the cards. And finally for this week, this.
Where is Planet Fitness? Where is the Samsung Galaxy? Where is Wario World? Where is Mario Galaxy? Women shave with a planet? My car is literally out of this world. So this is what a supernova tastes like? Okay, so when can I buy the sun? The moon isn't made out of cheese. It's made out of pie. So this is what a comet smells like?
That's about it for this edition of Memescape News. Did I miss something or say something inaccurate? Let me know down there in the comments and I'll mention it next time. If you want to come on the show, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments. If you want to have your own segment, you want to talk about something, I'd love to have you on. Literally anybody. As long as it relates to memes, you can talk about whatever you want. That's about it. See you ladies and gents later.